Y'all, this is crazy. As a mom of 3 and a wife trying to cook healthy for her family, we just spent almost $500 on groceries, getting everything that we needed for the next 2 weeks to eat healthier. Honestly, it's cheaper to eat unhealthy, which is what's wrong with America nowadays. But I want to kind of show you guys what we got. We're trying to eat healthier, and we're just trying to eat just overall just whole foods, clean fruits, and more veggies and fruits. So this is what we got for $500. So we got the skinny green popcorns. This one my husband got. I just don't mind him. We have these 2 cereals. So we got romaine lettuce, bell peppers, limes, cauliflower. We're doing whole nuts, frozen broccoli. We have cucumbers here. We have avocados, lemons. We have green beans. We have spinach. We have our tomatoes. We have this for our shakes or for our parfaits that we're going to be eating. We have more of these, butter. We have a bunch of just different black beans and peas, beets, lentils. We got some of these to eat with, cottage cheese. We have strawberries. We have these dark chocolate little morsels, bell peppers, rice cakes, mandarins, more of these. We have some zucchinis, turkey bacon, sweet potatoes. We got organic bananas, corn. We're doing low carb flour tortillas. Obviously our watermelon. And then for right now, for dinner, we found these at Sam's Club that are actually really, really good for you. Then let me show you what we got as far as just like fruits and then other stuff here in the fridge. We're going shopping. We were dividing everything into like 4 categories. So with our produce, our proteins, our greens, and our breads, which we are trying to avoid the breads right now because we do not want to gain those extra carbs. As far as proteins, we bought eggs. I bought a bunch of chicken. We bought chicken, salmon. We have some lean steaks in here, a bunch of chicken, and then we have some ground turkey. We're going to be making some stuffed peppers. And then as well as for milks, we are switching over to almond milk and oat milk, but this time we just got almond milk. So let me show you what we got. So we got these 3 almond milks, and then we have just other stuff that we have from here. This is for the kids because they just like their milk. But for us, mommy and daddy, my husband loves chocolate milk, so he had to get this one. But we're getting 2 of these plant-based almond milks to sub for just regular milk. And then as well as we're stocked up on veggies and even more. We got our mandarins, lemons, peaches, grapes, limes, apples, strawberries, which is overall just more just clean eating. It hasn't been easy, but honestly at this point in our life and our stage, we really want to just take care of our health. We want to eat more whole foods, and as well as just take care of our family, our lives, our health. So we're slowly transitioning, but honestly, America needs to like get it together because at this point, it is honestly cheaper to eat freaking fast food. Because how are you going to tell me that a cheeseburger and french fries is like, what, $4 or $5 now? And all of this is equaling almost $1,000, I'm exaggerating, but like almost $1,000, $500, which is insane. Yeah, that's what $400 gets you here. Yeah, girl.
Guys, how are people surviving? 4 packets of Checkers groceries, 2 packs of nappies, and 2 packs of wet wipes, like the 3 packs. 2,495 Rand. Like, what? Anyway, I thought I would just highlight some of the ones where I saved money. I saved 379 Rand and 16 cents with my Checkers savings card. But like, how disgustingly expensive. And I like literally bought nothing. Like, I literally bought snacks for school and like some basic top-ups that we needed for cleaning supplies. But anyway, let me tell you about some of the savings. So if you are like me, oh my goodness, snacks from Checkers, so great. So you get 3 and you get 16% off, I think that was. So instead of paying $16.99, I paid 15 Rand 30 a packet. Then I bought the dreaded nappies. Whoever tells you guys that Lovey's is cheaper, I mean, yes, they are, because you're buying smaller packs for less nappies. But I mean, they don't make big packs of pull-ups, so it works out more expensive. Anyway, I bought these marked down. So these were, trying to find them on the slips. I paid $2.59 a pack, so that was great savings. Wet wipes, guys. So these are great because they've got like the plastic lid on the inside, so they seal and they don't dry out. But normally it's about 99 Rand for 1 pack. And Checkers had them on sale 2 packs for 160 Rand. And then my other big saving, I know it's a treat in a house, but it's Stay Soft. So Stay Soft was 2 of them for 58 Rand. So I felt like that was a good special. I did go at a time where it's not really like specials for the month, but I mean, we needed this stuff. 2 of these little Nivea body washes were also marked down. I can't remember how much I saved. Oh, I saved 60 Rand by buying 2 of them. So 60 Rand. They were 89.99 each. So 60 Rand savings there. And then that was like all the big savings. Some other stuff that I got was you get 2 packs of these for 70 Rand. So 2 mini cheddars for 70 Rand and then 2 of these for 70 Rand. These are nice like Friday lunchbox top-ups. I also bought some strips, but they weren't savings on these. These were 20 Rand a strip. And that's what I bought. Like, how sad. I literally bought such basic stuff. But I cannot believe 4 packets is now 2,495 Rand. However, get yourselves a Checker savings card and you will save like I did. I always try buy the specials, or I like compare the specials to what the real prices are. And then they have this new thing where like you can get a new Checkers card, but I mean, I don't know much details about it, but you can basically buy now, pay later and save 15% on your purchase. I did not do that because it's a trap and credit, but I mean, if it's for you, go for it. Bye.
Anybody else have to go to like 3-4 supermarkets to do their full entirety grocery shopping? Like, I wish there was just one supermarket that has perfect fruits, perfect vegetables, and just like, yeah, I gotta go to 4 supermarkets. This is work. It's work, people.
I just paid $8.49 for a bag of chocolate chips! Same chocolate chips I bought at this time 1 year ago for $5.49. I just paid $8.49 for them. They're allergen friendly because my kid has food allergies, and that's already fucking hard enough to deal with. It's already hard enough. And our president just tweeted yesterday that prices are down. I'm here to tell you, I just left the grocery store. I just paid $4 for a dozen eggs, which is not down. I just filled up my tank for $3.39, which is not down. And I just paid $3 more for a bag of chocolate chips. And our wages are not up. Comment if your wages are up. Comment if your wages are in line with the ridiculous prices that we're paying for fucking food right now!
Y'all, I gotta complain for a second because this is getting out of control. The cost of groceries, I literally just went to Walmart. 3 things. Strawberries, $5. Noodles, okay, these were only $2. $5 for syrup. I'm gonna have to start learning how to make this myself because $5? I spent $12 on 3 things. This literally, like, a couple months ago was like $3. $5. I'm about to get so skinny with the price of groceries right now because,
I just went in Dollar General and I've got, I think a Folgers coffee, 3 of the 12 count Sprites, and 2 gallons of milk. And with the $5 off of $25 and then a $2 off the coffee discount, the total was still $33.79. That is absolutely crazy. It is absolutely crazy to me how much groceries are. Now, given I don't ever hardly buy Sprites and Cokes and stuff just because they're so expensive, but my husband is sick and he wanted Sprite, so I got him Sprite. But normally if I do get Cokes, it's at Walmart, but I live like 20 minutes from Walmart and I was not driving to town at 9 o'clock at night. So that's just crazy. I just had to get on here and rant about how much Cokes are. Even Folgers coffee. It was $15 for like a little bitty thing of Folgers coffee. Absolutely ridiculous. All right. Well, I hope everybody has a great night. We worked on the pool all day. I'm absolutely exhausted and we're not even done. So we got to get up and finish it for tomorrow. So hope everybody has a great night. Bye.
You got fucking
380? There ain't no way.
I'm the one who paid for it. I don't know why you're.
And this is why it's so hard to stay healthy and stay on track. Because why did I go into the gas station and get a Core Power protein shake and a Barbell's protein bar and spend $10 on just these two? Give me the $5 biggie bag.
We're not happy. Not happy anymore. We weren't happy. Then you pay. And you find out that In-N-Out has raised their prices too. Like the other food places. Everywhere is raising their prices. I used to pay $8.39 for a while. Then it was $8.71. Now it's $9 even. Like, of course I'll probably come back. But how am I ever gonna survive this crisis? Which is one thing after another.
Hello. Look at this gas prices here. Let me see.
$4.89.
Crazy.
Am I the only person that when I pull up to the gas station before I get my stuff, I always look to see like how much gas and stuff the person before me got? Look at how much gas they got and how much they had to pay the person before me. Hold on. Damn. And I was about to complain about my little 78. I'm gonna just shut on up and put my little $78 up in here.
No, guys, check this out. Here I am pumping gas, minding my own business, and somebody done pumped their last $3.94 on 3. Holy fuck. California, fuck you. Whoever you are, get at me in the comments. We gonna make sure you got there. God damn.
Tell me why I ordered a biggie bag, and I'm going through, like, every time I order a biggie bag, I go through the same fucking script. I go, can I order a junior bacon cheeseburger biggie bag with no tomatoes, regular nuggets, barbecue sauce, and usually like a Dr. Pepper. And that's usually all they ask me, or I just like tell them, and I go through the regular fucking script. And it's kind of sad that I have a script and I know exactly what I want, but a girl knows what she wants because she's been ordering this, me, mind you, for years. Tell me why I was a little sidetracked when I'm like, when I ordered the burger and they're like, oh, okay, what size do you want that? I'm like, I'm ordering the biggie bag. What do you mean what size I want that? She's like, do you want medium or large? I'm like, what? Why are you asking me questions? I've never been asked these questions, mind you. So I was so fucking confused. And mind you, I've been having a lot of cash on me recently, which means I have been having a lot of like extra change around me. So I know with the biggie bag, again, this is sad, it's $5.41. And I'm still kind of confused because I literally just got out of the drive-thru. I'm driving back to work so I can sit in my car and eat because it's a fucking hot day. So I have my AC on. It's like, it's a whole thing, right? So when I tell her like just medium, she's like, okay, it's gonna be $6.50. Why is it a whole $1.11 more? Not 11 cents, 9 cents, my bad. Whole $1.09 more. So I'm just like, okay, I just pull out another $1. I put my change back and I just grab 2 quarters. Again, having a lot of cash and change around me, so I'm like, I'm just gonna start paying shit in cash, especially like something as small as this, because it's a small fucking purchase. It's a fucking biggie bag. So $6.50 right there, and it says medium biggie bag. I'm like, there's a medium biggie bag? Like, I didn't know this bitch came in sizes. I thought it was just, anyway. Anyway, so I go up to the drive-thru window and I ask the lady, like, hey, are we changing the way we do biggie bags? And she's like, what? I'm like, oh, they asked me like the size, and I was just kind of confused because I never asked that before. And I think she was kind of confused by what I was trying to ask, because fuck fuck if we're both confused, and obviously someone who's taking the fucking orders is not doing it right, maybe. I don't know. Because they gave me a medium drink. They gave me a medium fry, but it's still like a 4-piece nugget. It's still like a small ass sandwich. But like, I'm so confused. She seemed confused. She's like, okay, but like, do you want your receipt? I'm like, yeah, fuck, I want my receipt because I'm fucking confused. Anyway, I did have my $3 little keychain, so I did ask for a small Frosty, like the little mini ones. These right here. And then she gave it to me, but she gave it to me with the cup and then the lid, like separately. I'm like, you're not gonna are you gonna make me do it? I don't know what's going on at Wendy's today. I don't know if they're extra like busy or something. Like, girlies, like get it together, because it's just $1.09 more. It's not gonna break the bank. But are they doing things differently now? Because I didn't even know they had medium or large biggie bags. I thought it was just a biggie bag and that was it. Like, and then the girl who usually takes my order, okay, I have not eaten Wendy's the past 2 months because I've been bringing my lunch to work. And I've been trying to do better about going out and eating fast food and trying to make it more intentional if I'm going out to eat. So when I was going to Wendy's more actively for like months, the same girl took my order. The same girl gave me my food. She knew me. She knew my order. She knew when I was coming. And now this is someone new at the window now, and I'm more confused now than ever. I don't. Girlies, I don't know what's going on. But I don't know. I just needed to rant. I don't know if this is something new that they're doing at Wendy's where you know what? It's not that big of a deal. It's just $1.09 more. It's not that big of a deal, but I'm just fucking confused. Anyways, yeah, so.
I went to the grocery store today, and let me tell you what I got. I got a dozen eggs. I got a little jar of sorghum, of molasses. I got 2 baking potatoes, a can of Pringles, and a little pack of fresh chicken wings. Not the family pack, just the little pack that has maybe 6 or 7 wings in it. The little pack. $27. $27. I don't know if it's cheaper for us to cook or for us to go out. I went out yesterday and there's this little old Chinese buffet down the road. It's pretty good actually. But I go all the time, or I did go all the time, and I hadn't been in quite a while. Well, I went there and got the same shit I usually get, and it's usually like $13, $14, and it was $22. So $22 for takeout Chinese, or $27 for a meal. Man, it's expensive right now. It's expensive to be alive. But I keep thinking, if eggs are 400% off, somebody owes me $12 or $13. Where do I go? Where do I go get my egg money back?
Actually watched a TikTok today, someone saying that these are $7 now. Hell no. How can they are good though, but $7? No way. I'm so glad we've got someone actually working there that can get us a discount, because Macca's, no way. It's just so expensive now. I don't go out of my way to get Macca's anymore. By the way, I paid my car rego today. I'm broke.
Alright, I didn't get my fucking dips. So they're gonna hear it from me. I'll tell you that. Oh, they're gonna hear it from me because fucking dips. Sorry, I got some dips, but I didn't get them in the bag. It was the queso, and okay. Thank you so much.
All right. You ordered me a McDouble, right?
Yes.
Does that look anything like the picture? Let's open her up. How small that patty is. Don't even stick outside the bun. First off, look how thin it is. What's that? Look how small that one is. It's even smaller. Come on, McDonald's. You gotta step your game up.
I'm touring apartments in Charlotte, and I'm quite literally flabbergasted at the price of these fucking apartments. Like, literally just 3 years ago, I was living in Buffalo, New York. Granted, it's Buffalo, New York, but still, in a loft-style apartment for $875 just 3 years ago. And these apartments are at least $2,200 a pop. I get it, like, you can maybe find a place that's like $1,400, but it's not going to be, like, it's just the comparison, right? Like, I was living in a loft-style apartment before for $875. And these apartments, that same kind of apartment right now, is damn near $2,200, $2,300, $2,400. I need to understand. And I just feel like they're building so many apartments. I get there's a lot of people moving to Charlotte, but I guess I'm making this because if there are any people in Charlotte who know of a place, because I feel like I'm missing something. There's got to be a place that's still good and cute and affordable. Like, is there any like real estate people on here, or anyone who has like a place that they recommend that I look at to tour? Please, SOS, help.
I'm at that age now. I'm only 21. I'm convinced to get a house, get in an apartment. Because why am I spending $2K a month for a 2-bedroom? When I get a whole 3-bedroom or $2K for rent? Like, that's no way nowadays. Rent is more expensive in an apartment than in a SFR house. Nowadays, the math is not even math no more. Back in my day, talking about the early 2000s, rent used to be $700, $800 for an apartment. I understand as time go by, everything started to increase. Not to the point where it started to get like this. It's no longer realistic anymore. And mind you, that $700, $800 for rent would be for a 2 and 3-bedroom. Like, I don't even know no more. Because the older I got and the more knowledge I have financially, I'd just rather stay in the house. I know some people right now that's paying $1,900 for a 1-bedroom. For an apartment. You could have might as well just got you in a condo. On top of that, you gotta pay water, gas, lights too. And then you probably got a car not to worry about. Like, I don't know. I just don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. To me, I'm not, but still. Like, you do have some apartments that's affordable, but some of them low-key just be run down and located in areas you probably won't be comfortable in. Especially in Houston. I gotta keep in mind that this is reality, so on top of that, so I guess.
What is up with these new developers trying to get us to spend over $2K for a 1-bedroom apartment in Philly? I'm sorry to break it to you, Philly is not that type of city. We're not. No one who lives in Philly and is from Philly can actually justify spending that much money for a 1-bedroom apartment. Like, $1,700, maybe you're okay. $1,800, you're pushing it. But could be possible. And I see the type of people that these apartment complexes are trying to market themselves to, and even they can't justify spending that much money living in Philadelphia. And the gag is, all of these apartments are vacant. They can't fill them. And they offer these incentives like, oh, first 2 months free, first month is free. It still doesn't help that I would have to spend $2,000 for an apartment. And no, you don't get what you paid for. You don't. Bring down the prices and I promise you all those vacant spots will be filled.
I just got denied an apartment rental application because my rent to income ratio was too low. But how does that make sense when every job in this town pays around what I make and every apartment is around as expensive as that one? Like, what's a guy supposed to do? Am I fucked? Am I actually soft locked? I can't make more money. There are no cheaper apartments. That is the ratio. The ratio is set. If that's a deal breaker, I'm gonna be living in my car indefinitely. Like, so that's been my day.
I'm sorry, but... And then if I want to go hot, you're telling me there's no hot water right now? Like, and it's not even hot? Like, this is a luxury building. What's going on here? The rent is $2,800. Hello?
How much is rent where you live? Because apparently the average rent price in America is $2,000.
It only took me seeing one video on my For You page saying that the DMV housing market is going to crash and it's going to be a buyer's economy for me to start shopping on Zillow, picking out my house. First of all, I'm delusional. Second of all, please don't play with me. If y'all say I can buy a house, I will literally buy one tomorrow. Like, please don't play with me.
What up, Nashville? It's your boy, Brad Sativa. Hey, look, man, they getting disrespectful now. You see this? They charging over $7,000 to rent a house off of Lissy Ave. Off Lissy Ave? Do they not know the history of Lissy Ave? They must not be no Starlito fans. Do you know how many cocaine and shootouts that happened on Lissy Ave less than 10 years ago? And now y'all want us to rent a house for $7,000 a month? Y'all crazy. And these people had the audacity to say, schedule a tour. I'd rather do a tour in Vietnam before I pay $7,000 for a house that's off Lissy. And the type of people that's going to rent this, you know they're going to leave their windows open. They just going to be walking all around the house, windows open. You're going to see what's on their TV. Now y'all charging $7,000 off Lissy Ave just because y'all Airbnb failed. I tell you right now, only reason I'm able to afford where I stay at is because we got a dude that loves grapes that stay across the street. Like, he loves grapes so much that he had to register for it. And I stay in South Nashville. But we got $7,000 in rent? Man, y'all crazy, man. This your boy, Brad TV. You already know what it is. Bang, bang.
When are y'all gonna tell me that car insurance when you move to the city is so fucking expensive? Oh my god. Okay, so let me tell y'all about it. Today I decided, like, okay, I'm gonna spend today to get a bunch of stuff done for the move. Like, go through my checklist of changing addresses, getting everything just done, like the little tedious shit. So then I was like, okay, I need to change like my car insurance. Like, duh, I'm expecting it to go up. I'm paying like $124 right now. It's ridiculous, it's stupid, I hate it. But I'm like, okay, it's fine. $124 right now. I'm assuming it's going to go up, so I call them and I'm like, hey, I want to keep the same coverage and everything. And after we get everything done, the lady on the phone tells me that it's going to be $240 a month for car insurance. Am I getting fucked once a month as well? Like, what the hell? Oh my god. So I'm like, why is that? She's like, oh, well, some of it just, you know, different states, different requirements, different charges. And sometimes, like, if you live in the city, it's going to be more expensive because of theft. And I was like, okay, so my car, now mind you, my car's brand new. And I made sure to get a car that had anti-theft, like, devices inside of it, like systems built in place to where it's going to be 10 times harder for my car to get stolen. Okay. On top of that, I have a dash cam. On top of that, I have a wheel lock. On top of that, I'm very fortunate. I'm moving into an apartment complex where they have such incredible security throughout the entire building and also the parking garage. Like, I literally don't think there's any way possible for someone to really do anything. Okay. So I'm, you know, rattling off everything, and even regardless of that, nothing. There's nothing that I can do. So I am getting apparently screwed, not in a fun way, spending $240 a month. $240. What the fuck is wrong? Like, if I could go without a car, I would. Really, like, if I could say, screw it, I don't need a vehicle, I would do that. But obviously, we live in America, so we need to have that one. We apparently need one. That's so stupid. That's so stupid. What is this bullshit? I've checked with other car insurance brands. I've looked around and I'm like, let me just double check and see. No, this is literally the best, cheapest option that I could get. Dumb as shit.
So my auto insurance was up for renewal. I always dread that because I know it's always going to go up. I don't have any new tickets, no new accidents, no nothing. And it went up like $150. So I called the insurance and I was like, hey, what's going on? And they're like, oh, our insurance rates just increased. Like, okay, my wages haven't. I can't afford that. So I'm switching insurance companies. It's just like, then you get penalized for switching insurance companies because your rate is better if you stay with them longer, but then they keep raising your rates to make it unaffordable. And so you have to keep switching, and so your rate never goes down. But it's like, I can't afford $300 a month for insurance. That's twice as much as my car payment. Like, no. I'm working so hard to get my car paid off for this reason, but it's hard. I'm working 3 jobs. Like, I need a break. People need to stop coming for my money when I'm just trying to survive.
Excuse me if I look like I'm about to, like, break down, because I am. Tell me why my one tire completely blew off, leaving only the rim. And I'm calling my insurance and I'm like, hey, I need a tire replacement. And they're like, okay, well, you're on the highway, so you're gonna need to get a tow. And I paid $95 to get a tire replacement. Now I have to go through and get that reimbursed. And then on top of the $300 fucking dollars a month that I pay for my insurance, I had to pay over $200 to get this tow service. What the fuck is insurance for? Progressive, you're getting a call from me tomorrow. This is fucking ridiculous. I pay you guys over $300 a fucking month for me to still have to pay another $200 for the tow service. This is ridiculous. I'm also really fucking tired.
Bitch with me about car insurance. I am so fucking tired of everything being a goddamn scam in this country. I was in an accident last month, or a little more than a month ago. Not my fault. Yet, even though I pay a shit ton of money every single month towards my car insurance, because I don't have shitty coverage, still have to pay a deductible, they're still gonna hike up my rates, and now that my car is taking longer than 30 days for repairs because parts are on back order, not my fault, they're not covering my rental, so I'm paying all of that out of pocket. Like, what is your fucking purpose, Geico? I'd rather put away money myself every single month and save it and cover expenses as they come up, because you can pay all of this money every single month, and if you don't get into an accident, they don't reimburse you or anything like that. But if you do get into an accident, you actually have to use what you're paying them for. Well, now you've got all these extra expenses. So, like, what was the purpose of paying you? Again, for an accident that was not my fault. Meaning, this is not going to be a loss for them. They're going to go after the other person's car insurance company. So they're going to get their money. But am I still going to pay more for an accident that I had no fault in? Absolutely.
The biggest scam in America is car insurance. I gotta pay out $300 some a month. Don't ask why I gotta pay that much. Don't ask. I don't know why I gotta pay that much. I ain't had no ticket in years. I don't know why I gotta pay that much. I live in Florida. Disclaimer. And then, if you don't pay the shit, your license is suspended. And then now they made it a law in Florida. If you're driving with suspended license, you automatically go to jail. So now I gotta pay the bitch. And then on top of that, if I do go to jail, I gotta pay to get out. Like, what? I can't win.
Now that I've chilled out, now that I'm done crying, I just need to vent, because this is miserable. This is miserable. I'm tired of being an employee. And I shouldn't be. I'm only 24. My life just started. Why am I already tired of working? I need to work in order to survive, in order to pay bills, in order to put a roof over my head, in order to put food in my stomach. I need to work. But why is it that in 2020, I was making like literally half the income that I make now? I was making $12.50 an hour. Only 40 hours a week, but yet I had an apartment, I had a car, I had car note, let me say that, but I had a car note, car insurance, phone bill, internet, food, like food in the fridge, like I had all of that stuff. I was fine. Why can I not do that now? And I'm making double the money. Why can I not do that now? I'm tired of being an employee. I am tired of it. I see people all the time my age doing the same stuff as me that they're doing great. They have like the dream car, the dream life, the everything, and man, I'm like, bro, if I could just have even $800 a week, even $800 a week, like I'd be comfortable. But why is it that any job that even wants to pay you that measly amount has to be up your ass? It has to strip your entire personality from you. Like, why? Like, why can't I just be my damn self and get paid good for that? I don't understand it, bro. Like, I'm trying not to lose my mind. But I'm like, dang, bro, like, I'm an artist. I'm a creative. I want to just make art all day. I just want to make pretty stuff all day. Talk about it, and that's it. Like, I could talk about this all day long. I could talk about my art all day long. I don't want to sell fucking phones. Like, I don't want to sell fucking phones. I don't know shit about this. But it makes money, right? It makes money. I'm tired, bro. I'm tired of being an employee. Like, I want to be my damn self.
I'm tired. I'm really tired of working nonstop. So that way, everyone has what they need to have. I'm just really exhausted. And, yeah. He's asleep back there. It just sucks. And I knew it was gonna suck. It sucks. That's what I gotta say. It fucking sucks being on one income and raising 2 kids and trying to give them more than just the bare minimum. And I feel overwhelmed because I just work 24/7. So, yeah. He's worth it, but it's killing me.
A lot of you will continue to struggle financially and not do better with your money because you don't even believe that you can. I get on this app every day and see several people giving valuable financial information, and I go to the comments and all I see is complaints. Like, people will be giving, you know, advice on how to save a certain amount of money in a certain amount of months, and then you got people in the comments saying, well, who has $20 to put aside? I need every single dollar. I only get paid X amount of money, which I understand that's a lot of people's current reality. But if we continue to give energy to the things that we dislike the most, you're only attracting more of that. So instead of taking heed to the valuable information that's given, you're expounding on the negative side. And without knowing the people for real, I can guarantee you that a lot of them don't even try. A lot of people are just lazy. A lot of people don't want to do the work. A lot of people want everything to happen for them, but don't want to do anything to align with what they want to see happen. When you're trying to get your money right, when you're trying to get out of struggling financially, it's going to take work from you. It's going to take a lot of work from you. It's going to take a lot of sacrifice and a lot of discipline. And a lot of people aren't willing to do that. But instead of trying to do that, they would rather complain and exert on the very thing that they dislike the most.
I don't even know what to say. I hate this feeling. The feeling of not having any money. It's almost like a helpless feeling. I know everybody says to pray, to talk to God. Your time will come, but it's so hard to stay positive, trying to stay hopeful. It's so hard. Why do we have to go through this? We bought our kids Christmas gifts. We were basically left broke. I don't regret buying them Christmas gifts, but I can't help but to feel angry. Comes to show that as parents, we always find a way to make it happen. But it's like drowning and not being able to breathe. And then we have to go on and pretend like everything is okay. We have to pretend to be strong for our kids.
If you out here struggling, please do not feel bad. I mean, everybody out here is struggling. You got older people struggling. You for damn sure got younger people struggling. Everybody is struggling. Like, this economy is so bad, bro. Like, and especially for the younger people, bro, we were set up from day one to fail. Like, how is anybody supposed to do anything when rent's $1,500 to $2,000 a month, or food is, you know, $20 to $25 a meal? Like, everything is high. Groceries are high. Like, everything is high, bro. And it's so fucking sad, bro, because people are getting by working normal jobs and fucking paying $500, $600, $700 a month in rent and shit like that, bro. That is over with, bro. You can't work a normal job and be able to, you know, live for real. Like, you are only working to survive. Like, this shit is so fucked. I'm telling you, bro, we're living in some of the worst times, bro. Do not hang your head at all. We're all out here struggling.
I'm about to be working 7 days a week, and I just feel like that's not normal. Every single time I try to save money, another huge expense comes up. First, it was Buddy, one of our cats, had a dental cleaning, and it was necessary, and it cost like $1,000. We thought pet insurance would cover it, but they said no. And I got my wisdom teeth removed, which was super expensive. Just went to the dentist for the first time in like 3 years, aside from my wisdom teeth check-in, and I found out I've got all these problems. I take really good care of my teeth, but I have these two top front teeth are like receding gum lines because I guess I'm brushing too roughly, which I didn't think I was brushing too roughly at all. I thought I brushed fine. I brushed twice a day and I floss every night, but I still have 3 cavities that I have to get filled. One of them is not a new one; it's like an old one that I guess the filling like chipped. And so all that's gonna be $1,000. On top of that, they also said that some of the problems they're seeing in terms of like, I guess like the cavities and different things is because they're in between my teeth because the bottom ones are crooked. So I can't, I guess, get in there enough or something. So they also say I have to get Invisalign if I don't want everything to get so much worse. So I'm gonna have to get Invisalign too, which I did have braces and Invisalign as a child, but I was so bad at wearing my Invisalign, it just didn't work, and I just completely regret, like, what a waste of money for my mom who spent it. So that's probably gonna be like another, I'm assuming Invisalign's gonna cost like $1,500 or $2,000 or something like that. And I have to start doing that soon. And on top of that, I start grad school in August, and I've been saving for grad school. Like, literally, I've been so frugal. $700 of every single one of my paychecks every 2 weeks goes towards my school, and I don't make a lot. And that's a big chunk of my paycheck. But now it's like I'm not even saving the amount that I wanted to save, because every single time I get to a good amount, every single time I end up saving a new expense comes up. Like my car's had so many problems. My last car got completely totaled. Now this car that I bought off my mom has like the bottom like casing fell off, and then I had to replace the starter. And I mean, it's a 20-year-old car, and it's got like, what is it, like 230,000 something miles on it. So it makes sense. It's just extremely frustrating. And I don't know, I just needed to complain because I don't understand how we're supposed to afford all this crap all the time. Like, I'm good with my money and I'm working hard and I'm trying, but my God, it feels like I should have started saving when I was like 12. Anyway, just really stressful. I'm very grateful to be in the position that I am in, and I know that I have a good job. It's a very hard time to get a job right now, and I'm very grateful for where I am. It's just hard to believe that I am in such a good place, and there's still so much expenses that I'm struggling to be able to meet. It's just, this world's so fucked up. I don't understand how we're supposed to afford any of this. And I feel like I'm doing everything right, like I'm trying, but it just feels like I also don't want to spend my 20s not having any fun at all, but now I feel like I should just cut out the fun I do still have, you know? Like, I shouldn't be going to grab a drink with my friends or, you know, ordering in on a Saturday night with Tommy. Like, I don't know. It's just frustrating. Every time I'm just trying to be grateful when there's an expense that comes up that I did save money and I do have money for it. I'm not in debt yet. I'll be in debt when I go to grad school, but I'm not in debt yet. I'm so grateful. My mom paid for my undergrad school. Like, I have so many privileges and so many things to be grateful for, but oh my gosh, it's just so overwhelming. And I just feel like I just feel like there was nothing in school that taught me this. And like, I didn't used to be good with my money, but I really am right now, and I am trying. Even before I was saving for grad school, like, I always put money in my retirement account and in my brokerage account, my investment account. Like, I feel like I'm trying to do everything right. Anyway, if anyone's in the same boat, I'm sorry, because it freaking sucks. Like, I just got a paid internship, which I'm excited about, but I'm about to be working 7 days a week, and I just feel like that's not normal. But I need the extra money if I want to save up to my goal. My goal is to save at least $10,000 to help with grad school, and I had enough that I scheduled it out. I was going to make it to my goal, but now I'm not even close. I finally made it to the $4,000 mark, and then all these expenses came up, so now I'm at like $3,000 or something, and it's going to be even less enough to pay for Invisalign. So yeah, I'm sorry if you guys are feeling it too. I just felt like I had to complain a little bit. I don't know if this is relatable, but I just feel like so stressed, and I feel like there's so many things that you have to do right all the time. Like, I'm supposed to eat healthy, but that's so expensive. I'm supposed to go to the gym, but then I have no time for myself. And those are things that I like to do, but then feeling like I'm trying to do everything right and then I'm still falling short just feels like crap. Anyway, my break's almost over, so I have to go back in. Bye, guys.
If you don't have money, you shouldn't be hanging out and shit. Like, be outside, clubs, this, that. Unless your friend got you and everything, but it's like, why would you want to be outside if you don't even have money like that, if you financially struggling? Like, seriously, y'all don't find that embarrassing? I don't know how people do it. I really don't. Like, that time can be used for something else, for trying to get money. Like, I can't do that. I don't know.
Have y'all ever been down bad financially? That's me right now. And I'm telling my truth. I'm being vulnerable right now. And as much as I want to sit here and cry about it, it's not worth it, because it's not going to solve the problem. So what I'm going to do is take this last little $100 that I have and put it in my bank account. The sad part is these subscriptions I had took a little bit of the money that I had for my, was it car note? Car note. So now the $100 that I'm putting in is going to go towards that. So I don't actually have $100. I probably have like 70, which I'm fine with. And I will make that stretch. I will find a way to make money with this little bit of money that I got. Okay? Trust in God, y'all. Trust in God. And if you have a job, keep it. I know it's stressful, but we live in hard times right now.
Y'all, so I'm trying to keep in a positive spirit. This week was the first week that I was supposed to be able to like certify for my unemployment benefits. They didn't, I mean, I thought I got approved. I don't know. But then I guess I read through the fine print and it said that, they were just showing me how much I would get if I was approved. So I went and I claimed it this morning, and then they told me that it's on hold for some specific reason. I don't know what the case may be. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if my job is trying to do anything, or I don't know if they have to verify additional information. But yeah, that's that. And then I applied for SNAP this morning, like food stamps. And when I applied, I put like what I potentially will be getting from unemployment. I put my rent, my expenses. It asked me for all that information. And I let them know that I applied, that I haven't received unemployment yet. And y'all, it said that the decision is not final. But you know how like when you get close to the application, like towards the end, it says like what you're eligible for. And it said that I wasn't eligible. And y'all, please tell me, like in this country, like what do you have to do to be eligible for like the help that you need? Like I'm trying to like remain like positive, and I'm still trusting God. I know God is not gonna fail me, but it's just sometimes these moments are just like, ugh, because it just sucks, you know. So I'm emotionally and mentally having to put myself in check, like when I am having these little hurdles that are coming along, when I'm trying to do the process of, you know, doing what I can to get myself the help I need in this time that I'm having. But it's a little difficult. So I think I just needed to vent, because y'all, I'm trying to stay mentally there. The rain is not helping. It's killing my mood. But y'all, I'm just gonna keep going and just trust that everything's gonna work out. And that's that, y'all. That's where I'm at with this like journey I'm on right now. Okay, just a little update.
You guys, it's rough out here. I just went to Target and I bought what I consider to be necessities. And I spent $41.52. Let me tell you what I got. I got Waterloo, which to me is a necessity because it keeps me from drinking. I make little mocktails with it. So alcohol is a lot more expensive than Waterloo. So I buy the Waterloo and it keeps me from drinking. I bought nectarines. I bought turkey. I did buy ice cream for the kids. That was $3.50 for the ice cream. I bought tortillas, and I bought bananas, and I bought shampoo, which I buy Pantene, so that's not like it's a ridiculously expensive shampoo, but you know, it's rough out here. So if you could just push all my buttons, please. I'm trying to monetize TikTok just so I can afford to live. It's just ridiculous. Yeah.
About a year ago, I posted a video saying I don't know if I'm ever going to find a job again because I had been looking for so long and no one had given me anything. This is what has happened since I posted that video. 2 months after I posted that video, I got a job offer. 20 hours a week, $16 an hour. 5 months after I started that job, the entire company shut down. 2 months after that company shuts down, I get another job. I'm a dog walker. The most they can give me is about $300 of work per week. So I get another job. I am a petition circulator. I work 40 hours a week, $19 an hour. I'm great at it. This is amazing. I'm finally making a decent amount of money, and the Florida government passes a law that all but bans petition circulating. So now I am back to dog walking, which again pays about $300 a week. I have a bachelor's degree. I have 4 years of experience in mental health, 10 years of experience in childcare. I have experience in higher education, aquatics, food service. When I was in high school, I tutored refugees in English, and I speak French. And I do not believe that there is any job that I am above. I'm telling you, I got rejected by Taco Bell and Sam's Club. Where are my bootstraps? Because I would love to pull myself up by them.
For my financial analyst job in September, they hire in cycles. Just a bunch of finance places usually do that. They hire in cycles. So right now they're giving me like module work that I get paid for hourly, but I'm still looking for a summer job so that I don't burn through my savings. So 3 weeks ago, I applied as a car wash attendant for this local car wash nearby. I had my second interview with them. $15 an hour job. I had my second interview with them, like early on this week. They told me it went great. I'll hear from them shortly. So I let 2 days go by. I emailed this woman. Okay, she gets back to me relatively quick. She says, "Hey Silver, your interview went amazing!" Exclamation point. Our hiring managers are currently out of the office until around sometime later next week. So we'll probably have some updates around then after we check your references. I have a master's degree in economics from a top 30 university. I have a Series 7 certification in finance. And they are holding me up for $15 an hour. Like, I'm actually about to explode.
Bro, I don't know what it is, but the amount of unforeseen fucking jobs that I've applied to is crazy. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's in the air. But I just want a job. I just want a fucking job. I want to make some money because obviously I'm not making money on here. I'm not. With the amount of followers I have and the videos and everything like that. Blah, blah, blah. You name it. I have other ways to make a little bit of money, but it's just not. It's not cutting out. I want a fucking job again. I do. I just want a job so I can make some money, so I can get out of my crisis I'm having. Fuck.
I have a lot of student loans. I think they contribute negatively to my health and well-being because it feels like they're never ending. I have been in public service for over 10 years, but also during that time, I was working full-time in public service and going to school. So not all of that time in public service qualifies for loan forgiveness. And unfortunately, I still have over $80,000 in student loan debt. I went all the way through school, from undergrad to graduate to having a PhD. So I realized like this is not a lot of debt for going through all of that education, but it's a lot of debt for me. And it's a lot of debt for my family. And it's a lot of stress as a mom to take on when I could be not working so much and spending time with my kids. I probably work 70 to 80 hours a week. I'm doing my very best to try to pay it off, but if you can like stick with me for this summer, I'm going to try to make my best effort to pay off my loans. So I guess this is episode 1 of trying to pay off my debt using TikTok. I have over 23,000 followers in here. So if all of you were to watch this video, or anybody new were to watch this video and follow me and just tell me like, I don't know, your favorite holiday childhood memory, or your favorite dish to make, or your favorite dessert, or something you remember from your first boyfriend or your first girlfriend, or something good. I don't know. Just if you comment and help me, that would be amazing.
As of January 3rd, I am in over $100,000 in debt. It is a mix of school loans, personal loans, and credit cards. Here's the breakdown. So for Miss Sally Mae, I owe $48,708. For Nelnet, I owe $50,140. I have 2 personal loans. One is for my car, and that one is $10,507. And then my personal loan is $4,703. And then I have 3 credit cards. The first one is $1,326. The second one, which is Best Buy, that one is $3,130. And then the last one, which is my Apple Card, that one is $2,821. I do not know the exact amount, but it's around $120,000. I am sharing this for a couple of reasons. Number one, so you can be less embarrassed about your debt that you have. And secondly, because 2025 is going to be the year that I'm actually going to actively pay down my debt. Last summer, I paid down a chunk of things that I'm not carrying into 2025, thank God. And so I'm planning on doing the same thing, taking my income and throwing it towards my credit cards or the things that have the highest interest, and just kind of snowballing and doing it that way.
So my wife and I are almost in $111,000 worth of debt. This number gives me so much anxiety. But let me go ahead and break down what the debt is in. I got my laptop here. So we have, actually, let me put on my glasses. Hold on, because I want to get this right, okay? So we have one credit card that's $15,346. We have another credit card that's $1,205. We have a personal loan that is about $24,000. We have another credit card that's $14,788. And I have student loans, but I have them all broken down into loan A, B, C, D. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to call the loan by the letter, okay? Loan A is, student loan A is $12,243.69. Student loan B is $9,729.87. Loan C is $7,379.93. And that's it for the student loans. We have another credit card here that is $9,846.39. And we have a car loan that is $6,860.65. We have another credit card, a medical credit card to be specific, that is $5,000 $396 even. And then we have another credit card that's $3,388, which roughly comes to about a little bit over actually $110,000. But we're rounding it up because there's interest on all those credit cards, which could blow it up to $111,000. My spouse and I, we make $157,000 a year combined, not including our bonuses, commissions, or anything like that. So our income does fluctuate, but our base amount is $157,000 a year. We also live in California, which is pretty high. However, if we did not have this debt, we would be extremely comfortable. But I wanted to share this story because I was sharing it on my private Instagram, and a lot of you resonated with the debt amount. A lot of you are also in the same boat and are also paying off debt. So why not share it on TikTok, right? But right now we do have a plan on how to tackle it. I'll go ahead and leave that in the next video. But how we got into this debt, y'all, is just being reckless and careless, putting trips on credit cards, not paying it back, just swiping our credit cards for clothes, parties, trips, like you name it, and just not paying it back monthly like we usually do. And then sometimes when you get into the habit of that, you really do get complacent with your money. And before you know it, you are in $100,000 worth of debt, which is so crazy because we are that couple who usually pays for things in cash. Like we had a vacation that we did for one of our anniversary trips that was paid for in cash. We pay for our iPhones in cash. However, we just really got complacent over the years. And so now I feel like we are stuck in this spot where it's not that we're uncomfortable with all this debt. However, we could be living a much better life if we weren't in it. And then also, I don't want to leave this debt to my son. I want to change our family tree. I want to be debt free. I want to be able to have the liberty to, for example, say if I wanted to quit a job or if I had a bad position that I was in, like I want to be able to just up and leave. However, with this debt hanging over our head, I feel like I can't do anything but work. Okay. And right now we are working, I don't have overtime at my job. Actually, neither one of us have overtime at our job. But right now we are just picking up odd jobs to cover the debt. My spouse goes and does Uber Eats just to make extra payments on the debt. And then right now, taking care of our home. Our boy is autistic. Of course, I work full time, but I also am the primary parent. I work from home. I also need to take care of him. So that's where I'm at. However, I do want to get a second job to tackle this debt. But in the next coming videos, I'll just update you guys on like how much debt we paid and update you with like what happened that month. Because I feel like we've been paying off this debt for a long time, but it seems like something always hits. Like, for example, I have Invisalign, which cost me about like $4,000. And I had to get the Invisalign because the work that my dentist did on my teeth last year, because of the spacing in between my teeth, if I get new crowns back there, the crowns are not going to hold and he's going to have to redo the work. So that came up out of nowhere. Of course, we didn't have like $5,000-$6,000 floating around. So we actually paid $6,000 because I had to get the Invisalign and then I also had to pay for the crowns. It's just a lot of work that needs to be done to my teeth. And then also we have to get new tires for the car. So every single time we save up our emergency fund is then depleted. So I feel like we've been in this cycle for years. But right now our focus is on just paying off this debt. I'll upload part 2 at the end of this week on how we're going to tackle the debt, because how we're tackling it is different than how most people tackle it. I know there's like the snowball method, there's the avalanche method. However, I got this debt-free calculator and it told us to tackle it in a specific strategic way, which should get us out of debt in about 3 years. But stay tuned for the next video.
I'm 35 years old and in $169,292.74 of debt, and I still live at home with my parents. And you might as well bump that up to $266,722.97 in debt if you add in how much I will pay in interest. I started aggressively looking at my debt in January and truly didn't know the full financial picture until I got it all down on paper. Debts include 2 private student loans, 10 federal student loans, 1 auto loan, 1 private loan, and 13 credit cards. I've already taken some drastic measures to reduce spending and start side hustling. I started posting my debt payoff journey here on TikTok in hopes of growing and getting into the creator fund. So if you made it this far, thanks so much for watching and following. I'm selling my debt tracking template. I'm door dashing, donating plasma, selling items around the house, and doing TikTok shop to try and make it. Made some really good progress so far thanks to an annual bonus I got from my 9-to-5 job, but I've got a long way to go. I've been able to negotiate most of my interest rates on my credit cards down with the help of a debt management plan, but the interest on my student loans is wild. My 2 private student loans have interest rates of 12.75% and 8.9%, while my federal loans range from 5.8 to 6.6%. The private student loans are from my undergraduate degree, which I earned over 15 years ago. I would probably puke if I knew how much I had already paid. And to this day, I think about all the frivolous things I bought and did when I was in my teens and 20s with this money, and wow, if I would have known I would be paying for tank tops and fun nights out at bars 1,000 times over the next 15 years, I might have made some different choices. Even though I've already paid off about $31,000 of debt so far this year, I'm still not looking at being debt-free until 2040. I honestly cannot imagine another 15 years of paying on this debt, especially with so many other life milestones I want to achieve, like buying a house and having kids. I also just got engaged, and it truly makes me sick thinking about how I am bringing more than $150,000 of debt into our marriage starting out. This is not a video to complain by any means because these were my own choices and I'm working to pay back what I owe, but I hope sharing this can resonate with others, and if you want to follow along on the journey and like and follow and share and all that fun stuff, that would be great.
I just checked my debt. I'm officially over $250,000 in debt! I collected my thoughts. But I see that number and $271,000. I don't even think rich people give a fuck about debt. Rich people have so much debt, but I see that number and I'm like, what the fuck? 271? What do I even do? I have no fucking money.
So I'm in the process of finding a new place, and it doesn't make any sense how this world expects you to survive. Not only do they want the rent, which is an arm and a leg, but they want 3 months, you know, 3 times the income, and then they want a deposit, and then gas is $6 a gallon, and I'm making 19 bucks an hour, bro. You know, on top of bills, on top of food. Somebody needs to make the price of living actually realistic, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything is going up, prices are going higher, but the wages aren't going higher. You know? Like, make that make sense for me, please, so I can understand. And if anybody is out there, man, let me know what you are doing and how you are making it in the world. You know? Please, because it's just this craziness.
Why is everything so fucking expensive when it comes to hobbies? Aside from cost of living and everything, like, why is everything expensive? Pay to play video games. Mutt, cut, which is the biggest scam, and I'm glad I broke the cycle, but shit. I'll never forget, I think it was Madden 20, spent $600 on drop day. Why? I don't know, I wasn't even really working. But that was a great year for Mutt. If you like sports betting, well, you know, to each their own. I'm not one of those people. Me personally, bodybuilding, competitive bodybuilding, the food cost, you know, supplements, super supplements. You like cars, especially if you want to mod your car, break them pockets open. As a man, shoes, suits, watches, colognes. I've been looking for Ex Nihilo Blue Talisman on a discounter for probably 2 weeks. Can't find it anywhere. And as soon as I think I find it, it's like a little 0.27 milliliter. What am I doing with that? So I know one of y'all work at like Bloomingdale's or Neiman or something. Just look out, alright? And then as soon as I think I'm done with, you know, fragrance shopping, I see some shit on TikTok about a new house that I ain't never heard of. Then I sniff it and I'm like, shit, here we go. So yeah, why are all men's hobbies expensive? I'm gonna start scrapbooking, bird watching or some shit. I don't know.
Y'all, I thought I was in the market for a new vehicle till I went and looked at a new vehicle. I got the fuck up out them people dealership because I can't believe y'all paying these prices for these cars. Like, oh my gosh, like 2020 was really that year where buying a house and buying a car was the smartest decision. 21 was cool too. 22 was okay, but 2020 for sure was that year. If you ain't get in and get what you had needed then, like, bruh, people really be paying all this money for vehicles. Like, and the thing is, I see why. You know, you getting a smaller car or, you know, buying the cheaper mommy vehicle, like, you know, stuff like that. I get it. Because for what you could get back then versus now for the price is crazy. Like I said, I thought I was in the market, but I lived like I was good. Once I didn't even stay at the dealership alone. That's the thing. Was there maybe 30 minutes. Let them like run my credit and everything. So don't worry about it. Not in the market anymore. I'm about to go scrub that car I got and make it look brand new because we won't be buying no new car no time soon. So the wheel swallow, boo boo.